It's the Jacks. It's the Jacks. Where we at? Let's get it. Came in this game with a bucket, some change, quarter a key, 80 a G. If I hit it once, you can still hit it twice. Plug told me this shit was taking a 3. Trap spot look like a 100 house. Junkies looking like the Addams family. I get to work and I front it out. Auntie begging for a half a Grammy. Melly say got an 8 a walk. I'm already off about 3 norths. Caught a line, I could dump the green in them jelly beans out of Shreveport. Relly say he set the play for me. All the nigga gotta do is keep racking. 3 trap on slap box and catch a pop, so I load TX. Relapsing on that open road, got my C fast. Fell asleep off the acorn, now nigga snoring like he got sleep apnea. Flipping shit quick as a coin, Sprite pink as lavender. Pulling up foreign on the one, got the strip looking like East Africa. A nigga play with blocks, gon' lead to a bloody massacre. When we slide, we handing our guns to each passenger. Ain't never made me none whether or not niggas was cut. Cause we gon' lay that demo down soon as we get the ups. We hitting niggas flush, giving niggas the flux. Might wanna tell his bitch to get him fitted for his tux. They never made me none whether or not niggas was cut. Cause we gon' lay that demo down soon as we get the up. 100 round drum in the Draco clip. Quick to give you fellatio. I'm trying to raise up the murder rate, increase the percentages in the ratio. On the mark, boys get ready, set. Running from the narco in the Chevy vet. Park closed at the dark hit, get your car flipped when it's heavy prints. Heat sticker, give me sunburn. Send my hitters on a killing spree. Never met a nigga real as me. Till the day I see my son born. It's one life, one love, one king. You get one turn. It ain't my fam, it ain't my gang. It ain't one of my main concerns. Where the early worms get birds, nigga. Burning ops in the backwood, dumping all of the ashes out, just to fill up one urn with it. Bagging up on the countertop, saying nigga breaking on them birds with you. Cut some girly out at the roundabout for not using her turn sense. Still on that concrete rich, know you saw my blinker, bitch. No ass me ball, no niggas you don't see me with. Shit is for the birds, nigga, and I need a brick. Still on that concrete shit, know you saw my blinker, bitch. No ass me ball, no niggas you don't see me with. Shit is for the birds, nigga, and I need a brick. A nigga play with blocks, gon' lead to a bloody massacre. When we slide, we handing our guns to each passenger. Ain't never made me none whether or not niggas was cut. Cause we gon' lay that demo down soon as we get the ups. We hitting niggas flush, giving niggas the flux. Might wanna tell his bitch to get him fitted for his tux. Ain't never made me none whether or not niggas was cut. Cause we gon' lay that demo down soon as we get the ups. What else?
Why he keeps saying ooh? Cause that's how they face look every time I'm swinging through. Don't act like I'm screaming, get money first out the blue. Like I wasn't serving niggas 30s out my shoes, out my socks, out the hotels or meet me by my spot. By the shop or fucking meet me at the top, but by then you can't cop. I gotta really tell my moves though. Look, 20 teens, I turned 3 into a 4-way. Had the boy and the girl, but never went both ways. Never met Mr. West, but I know yay. Back page pimping, turn your BM to a throwaway. Pay the cost to be the boss, that's what I'm supposed to say. But I'm loose off the goose in the ocean spray. I'm still ballin' while I'm coaching since I know the play. The rules still apply, be out your mind, get you smoked today. And I ain't talking shit, I'm talking what I know, okay? You don't wanna listen, get the fuck, and don't smoke my J. Legendary DMV advocate, trust I know my way. I know my worth, with or without you, I'ma be on my way. Keep it a buck, you niggas suck, that's how I know you gay. Not for real, fuck niggas, all lowercase. I'm going in like it's an open safe. And I'm screaming, get money first every time I show my face. SB for tourists. Swag like the 80s, gold in Valora. The plug just dropped another brick and said I got a day to dump it. Lil Giz just shot the block up. How the fuck I'm supposed to pump it? PG posted everywhere. There's no way I can make this cheddar. I don't serve nobody else. I love my fiends, they treat me better. Slide through 23rd, seen some swerve, bust a couple swings. Park a hand and roll a J while waiting for my phone to ring. And everybody got work. The hood's over flooded with birds. And I got a time limit. My plug get on my fucking nerves. Get it going fast, being thirsty, that's a downfall. And I'm sucker ducking niggas fake like Bape out the mall. Peace to Lil Ma, that's my man, he got the switch. Gotta be a solid nigga, we ain't rolling with no snitch. These streets will kill you, don't love nobody more than they love you. Them same niggas will turn to Judas, even your blood too, nigga. That's real. Bob style. Yeah.
They walk like we walk, no. They catching their breath, young and they step. So I mean, that shit happens everywhere, no problem. The fact is this, listen, this is my thing, just to get to. People talk like they walk like we walk, no. They catching their breath, young and they step too slow. North side of PG, what we call. You know what you mean? Yes, sir. I'm straight as a perm, hard to scribble lyrics cause my thoughts are beyond words. Unmatched that.
So it begins, huh?
I'm excited.
You excited?
I'm excited.
Me too.
What I spit is hot burning, like hot to touch, so I'm never concerned with the jealous.
I really don't get with folks that sit around and complain too much and keep trying to act like we're going through what they went through.
They treat us like Jesus, they won't believe us. I'm fed up, I show my
Fourth, because naturally women support men that's on their shit. If you really want her to be on that same type level with you and beyond, surpass that man.
Points. SmittysCorner.
Man. I heard it. You ready for this round one, bro? Kill him off, bro, please.
Spit it.
Light attraction.
Let's get it in.
Hey, excuse you.
You beating me? Mm-hmm. Now that's a mistake. When I park my car,
What you do?
I pull up the e-brake. You hear that? I'm buzzing. Big family. No cousin.
You got that brother, bro. That's my brother. That's my big brother right here, bro.
I get money.
Okay. What? Ballin'.
It's nothing.
That was a McDouble, bro.
I need that.
I'm so cool, 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 I'm so cool.
All right. Let me see what we got. My bad, y'all. Hold on. God dang it. Oh, right here. Tripping. I apologize. Forgive me, y'all. I had to go outside. Take care of some stuff. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. We are here. Let's go ahead and get into it for the evening. I actually wanted to do this one right here. Like I just wanted to do this one here myself, primarily because I do want to make sure that I stick to the mission of what it is my mission is. One, making sure that you all have definitely a good idea and a good feel for directly who and what it is Smitty consists of. And secondly, I want to make sure that we go ahead and get into what we really need to talk about this evening, okay? Yeah, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it because if anybody's listened to me enough, you know exactly what it is that I make sure I come here and I speak about, all right? Anybody who's listened to me enough, you know exactly what it is that, you know, I represent on this side of the platform. And what it is that I make sure always that I'm going to continuously represent here on this side of the platform is balance. So before we get into anything, as always, you all know, I'm always going to make sure I check in with the people, right? So as always, I have to ask you, how's your day? How's your headspace? And how has the day been treating you? I will say me, myself, let's say it's been a very trying day, spiritually. It's been a very trying day, life-wise, as far as like, I guess you can say, when you recognize where certain things are in your life is, and you just, you know, you slowly just mold into it. I know a lot of people may think they know what I'm speaking of, but you probably don't. Because the things that are most important to me, that's something I'll never bring here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get ready to get into this video, right? Let me do this. Bow. So we're going to get into this video. Now, what we're going to talk about for this evening, just briefly, because my whole mission is I want to make sure continuously that I speak to men. I want to make sure that throughout whatever it is where I may mess up, where the next man messes up, where it is we do the things that are on point, everything, all of it. I just want to make sure all of it in an equal fashion is highlighted. Why? Because that's the only way to get a real good feel in its entirety for what is taking place. You have to get a good feel for everything that's going on in its fullness. So we're going to get the fullness of everything tonight. All right. Give me 1 second. I got a phone call. Okay, let's get to it. So what I want to speak about tonight primarily is how we see dating. How do we see it? How do we look deeper into the depths of what dating consists of? And a lot of people don't take time to think about the different stages that we enter when it comes to dating. So we're going to look at a video. In this video right here, you know, as always, you know how stuff just kind of pops up, you come across it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at this right here, and I'm going to see exactly what I can pinpoint with this. All right. I'm going to see what I can pick up, body language, everything else, and see what exactly it is that I see. Now, I also have the opportunity, as always, right, you know, to go ahead and talk to the lovely missus about this. So there are also some factors I'm going to throw in here with that as well. And it's just something I really want to take time and really make sure that I talk about in depth. Okay. So this is going to be some chill shit. However long you guys want to stick around, stick around. I appreciate you for coming through. I ain't got shit to say, man. I ain't even about to hold this up. All right. Let's go ahead and get to it. 1 second. Big facts, big facts. Yeah. I can't front my G. I need a lot of things, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do be jai, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some other shit. That is true. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's rock out. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and listen to this video right here and what it is that I pick up personally from, you know, again, everything that's taken place in this video. All right. Cool beans, cool beans. Salute, salute. Respect to everybody in the building, especially the new people. We all appreciate you. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim back with another video, and today we have a very interesting topic. Today we're going to be talking about dating, which is always a fun topic. The comment sections are always amazing on a dating video, but specifically we're going to be talking about dating in your middle ages, like post 40, you know, your 40s and 50s. I've just been seeing, not only in real life but also on the internet, more and more people in that age group, which is my age group, just saying they're done. You know, more and more people just saying, hey, I'm 47 and I don't think I'm ever going to date again.
All right, so I'll start on this part right here. Because y'all know me, I gotta get the bitching. I would say first and foremost, the person by 47, you shouldn't be dating. The only people that I would find to be an acceptance, if you're 47 in dating is the person who is a widow or a widower, and or let's say, I don't know, maybe like the divorcee that, maybe after a nice amount of time of them reestablishing themselves and healing, so on and so forth. Okay, all right, bet. So you're 47 and you still do want to end your life with someone. So, cool beans, no problem. That right there is totally understandable, overstandable, matter of fact, might I say, right? But like, if you're just somebody who, for whatever reason, by the age of 47, and you just haven't been able to find that person, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. All right, bet. So what I'm saying is that when it comes to like you being at that age, at that point, if you have not yet got shit right, I mean, honestly, that's like a person saying that they're 35 and they still can't find a job since they were 18. It's like, what are you doing? I know I'm going to come off a little harsh tonight. Again, there's a lot of things I have to say. So we're going to keep on rocking through with this, but I wanted to make it very clear. I am somebody who does not do a whole bunch of excuses for men. When you fuck up, you fuck up. That's what it is, point blank, period. When you're doing right, you're doing right. Accountability, but the acknowledgement to the accountability and making sure you stand on your principles, morals, and values is very important. Let's keep on going.
55 and I think I'm done. Just seeing a lot of people, maybe they came out of divorces a few years ago, they tried the dating thing, just couldn't find anybody, couldn't get anything, long lasting, anything real, and they're done. Or they're just people who, they've excuse me, been out on the market for a while and just tired of the dating scene, just over it, or people who just have come to realize, and I think I might be heading down this path, which is why I want to do this video. But I think people who are just realizing that maybe once you hit a certain age, you're just like set in your ways, especially if you haven't dated in a while. It's been almost a decade since I was in like a serious relationship. So like I think I'm just very set in my ways. You know what I mean? Like it would be very hard for someone at this age. I'm 45 now. It would be very hard for like someone.
The only thing that it would be very hard for, I would say, is the only thing it would be very hard for is a person to actually try to find themselves at this moment. You trying to figure out what your niche is this late in the game? Nah, bro, you're not gonna figure that out. And by the time you do, I mean, honestly, I would say this is a prime example of when men need to settle. Because if you haven't figured it out, then that's how you will find yourself being with somebody where, I mean, yeah, you come home to somebody, but are you really happy? You see? Respect. So we need to just remember that that's exactly how these type of things work. Like it just, that's how it goes, right? Salute to everybody in the building. Respect to you all. And I thank you all for tuning in to Smitty's Corner. Thank you. So let's keep on rocking out. We sharp. Trust that.
To come into my life and like acclimate to like how I live my life. I know me, I kind of live a different lifestyle. That makes it harder. But just in general, it's like, I don't know. I felt like when I was younger, I was willing to make that sacrifice. Like when you're in your 20s and your 30s, it's all about meeting.
It's not about making a sacrifice when you're younger. I do believe more so the sacrifice comes along the later stage in age, at least for men. I'm only speaking to men on this one because I'm not a woman, never had a vagina. So, to the men, what it is that's supposed to be established in the earlier days is not sacrifice. It's more so establishment. You establish yourself where your rank is, where you stand in the line of manhood. What type of men do you see yourself as being head and shoulders above? Yes, that's right. Just like that. Not better than, but just you know that you have qualities that most other men don't. You know that you display certain attributes that most other men just don't, whether your age range above or what have you, right? So it's more so establish yourself. Make sure that you get yourself to the point where you actually know exactly who you are. Your younger days are supposed to be finding yourself and your purpose. The sacrifice comes once others are introduced to your life via wife and or kids. Now you are to make the sacrifice, but how does one know to make the proper sacrifice? Because that one has taken time to figure themselves out. You took time to figure out and learn who you are as a man. Point blank, period. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Somebody, finding love, a family for a lot of people. As I'm getting older, it just feels like, do I even want to make that sacrifice? Do I want to switch up being able to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it? For what? I mean, don't get me wrong. Love is a beautiful thing. True love is an amazing thing. And I know that there are aspects of this life I'll never get to experience alone. But I think the older I get, the more at peace I am with that. There was a time when I was younger, I wasn't at peace with it. It's like, oh, you got to find somebody. You got to be with somebody. You need.
No. Actually, us as men, it's not you have to find somebody. It's you must find you, and you must find you within your purpose. Find your purpose and find you within it. Any and everything else that you ever will want in this life will come smooth behind that. It's without a shadow of a doubt. The man who knows who he is securely, the man who actually walks in the light of what it is that he speaks of, the man who actually has the receipts to show this is who I am, because this is who I took time to get to know before anybody else. That is the man that actually, I mean, you come to the point where in life, you find yourself, in life, you'll find yourself actually, I would say, turning down opportunities, anything from career to friendship, relationship, you name it. Why? Because you truly have taken time to make yourself in a position of being desired. And that is what's most important. That is what men should strive to be, most importantly. Let's keep on rocking out.
Need to be in love. Now that I'm in my mid 40s, I'm kind of like, do I? Do I want to give up the freedom to travel wherever I want, go wherever I want? Do I want to give that up? And I'm wondering if more and more people in this age group aren't coming to that realization. I'm wondering if more of us just are like, I'm good now, and I'd be curious for people who might be a generation above me, people in their 60s. Was this a thing 20 years ago for them, or is this a new phenomenon? Like, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of things happening that are a byproduct of new technologies we have and just the way the world is changing. And I think sometimes it takes, 10, 15 years to see the results.
That's an absolute fact. It does. It does take quite some time for people to actually see the results, but that's why you have to start much earlier in figuring out what your purpose is, who you are, which direction you want to go in, so that you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I'm hearing more than anything else is honestly a man who is defeated. I'm hearing defeat right here, honestly, truly. I'm hearing a man who has yet to take the time to truly figure out like who he is and what he wants to be, all the way down to appearance. You know, like we have snow in the background. Bruh, you got on a jacket like that. It's not even zipped up all the way. You're bald headed and you don't even have a hat on. Shout out to the missus. Shout out to Gucci Mane. What I'm saying is this. Like everything I'm seeing right here is exactly what it is. Bruh, you haven't taken time, like even down to on your face. Do you want a beard or you just ain't shaved? Do you have the neck? Like if you're going to grow it, grow it. If you're going to keep it shaved, keep it shaved, keep it clean. Put a hat on your head. Dress according to the weather. A woman would look at, believe it or not, like this man isn't even dressed for the weather. How's he going to make sure that I stay warm and comfy and protected and safe? These things can occur when it comes to the thought process of a woman, especially when you're talking to the solid ones, right? Cool beans. Let's keep on rocking out. Shout out to everybody in the building. I thank you for tuning in.
And I'm wondering if some of the things that happened in the 90s or early 2000s, we're seeing the byproduct of it now. But it just seems like more and more people aren't worried about it, especially once they hit middle age. They're just not worried about it. I mean, maybe it's a tough time to meet people. Maybe it's always been this way, but I feel like it's a tough age to meet people. Because I know for me, like, where do I go to meet women in their 40s? You're not hanging out at the bars.
The thing about it is, I can almost promise you any genuine, true, good woman 9 times out of 10, again, unless it's the widow or the divorcee that, has, healed from the divorce, the whole 9, or the, passing and things of that nature. Like, bruh, when you talking about on an everyday level, the women by the time in that age, they've been snatched up. They've been taken. I mean, seriously, because you have like a lot of us as men, like we fuck up. You smell me now? Like we will make mistakes. We will do things that will have a woman not feel safe. We will do things that will have a woman look at us in a different light. But at the same time, we will also have circumstances where, possibly it just wasn't that circumstance that was meant to be. So many things can happen when these things take place. You have to take that into consideration. You have to look at that, right? Cool beans, cool beans. So let's just keep on rocking out. Hold on, let me switch my banner. Bow. There we go. So let's just keep on rocking out with it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go.
You're not hanging out at the clubs as much anymore. I feel like too, a lot of people in this age range, they got a lot of stuff going on. They don't have as much time to date. Maybe more than they would have had a few years ago. Maybe when the kids were still home or whatever, but still, like, it's an age where most people got stuff going on. So where do you go to meet women in their 40s? Excuse me. Where do you go to meet women in their 40s and 50s? You can try the apps, and I've tried the apps, but
yeah, if you're still dating, brother, at your age with your gray hair and everything, and you're still on apps the whole 9, then something's not right there. I even said it to myself, like, shoot, the woman that I deal with and stuff, shoot, things don't work out. I don't know. I might really reevaluate things and look at my age and my time and everything. Is love and everything still out there? Of course it is. What I'm saying is that when you get to a certain point in your life, you have to be able to say to yourself, what really is your purpose in doing what you're doing? And if you're not able to find any form of peaceful conclusion, any form of resolve in it, then that is something I would say, yeah, one should step back. And if you are able to find that, which I'm very thankful that that's something that is very much so prevalent in my life right now, I would say one should continue to step forward. Period. Right? So it's all about what exactly is taking place, because we all know, like, the most successful of all of this is the relationships that stay off of the camera, as far as the deep intel details of what goes on and how things work. That's what you keep off camera. So this man right here, before even being in a relationship, getting on camera, speaking about how messed up relationships are and why he's given up, you're killing your chances off rip. There are a lot of very good women out here who may have somewhat of the sentiment that you also display, but you know what they want? They want a man that is confident and assured and reassured in everything that it is that they know they both want. They may actually look to you for a little bit of that strength, or a little bit of that reassurance, or a little bit of that just, I know I'm not the only one that thinks and feels this way. I know I'm not the only one who thinks and feels this way. A lot of people do seek that out here in the world of dating. The ones who are still out there, you know, on the market, right? The ones who are still on the market. Again, toast up to everybody who's in a relationship. And I'm very, very thankful that I definitely have something solid as well. Shit is nothing like anything I've ever known. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's keep on rocking out, because we're gonna go ahead and get to it. There's a lot more to say, but I don't know. I may cut it. I don't know, because it depends on what I have going on, right? Because I got a busy night. Let's go.
But I don't know. The apps, it just feels like a meat market, bro. I don't like the idea of swiping left on people and it seems very judgy on the apps.
That's because those apps are not for people of our age range and status of life. People like us are supposed to look at the other folks and be like, hey, you're still on that? Oof, I remember those days. It's like the person who's 25 still talking about what it's like to have to put on a book bag and, you know, go through the high school walls. Like, you're 25. That's not for you. You're supposed to be beyond that stage. That's for the juveniles. That's for the youth. You're supposed to be past that stage. You're not supposed to be talking about all of these things at this point in your life as a man in this classic age, in which we will call it in manhood. Classic age, right? You shouldn't be at this point. You shouldn't be talking about this. These are things that you should have been talking about, I would say, a lot longer ago. Now, if you were like, I would say, you know, early, mid 30, okay, all right, okay, whatever. 47, that's 3 shy of 50. You should be established. And if you're not established, you should have it already set in your head. It's either for you or not for you. Let's go.
I'm like, no. I find myself like critiquing people and like laughing at people and like noticing people's flaws. You know what I mean? And that's not me. I would never do that in real life. I never do that in real life.
And that's the thing about it. Yeah, I never do that in real life as well. But the thing about it is that I also would never get online and talk about how I'm 47 and I just can't seem to find a date. At the end of it all, it just sounds like somebody who just really has been thirsty their entire life. And so the only thing that I'm saying is, even if this video was to try to find somebody in a hunch or maybe a kind of or whatever, you're ruining all possible chances by how you're going about this right now. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn, like, listen, it's a lot of things that I feel or want to say and bring out and things of that nature, but it's just when you're seasoned enough, you just know it's just, you just don't do shit like that. Like, you know, you just don't get online and complain, because if you really have been around men, you would know, being around us alone, just like your homies in a group in a circle around your way, you already know around the way, you can't just get online and just get to talking about these type of things. But let's listen to a little bit more of what he got to say, then we're going to go ahead and clock out on this one. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out. We're going to do a part 2 because I want to hit it in its fullness, right? Let's go.
But on the apps, I do it, and I'm like, I don't like this. It just seems very meat markety. No. You know, and honestly, and I think a lot of men could attest to this. I you know, it is a looks thing on some level. So I'm not one of those guys who just does great on the apps. It's funny though, different cities I do better. You know, some cities I go and I get a ton of matches, others I get none. But even then, it's that whole, you know, most women do better. An average woman on the app gets more matches than the average man. So even then,
and that's the part where, like, when you hear things like this, you know, this is a guy who's just, he's just not that, I mean, at all. He's a classic. He's a man in his classic days and age, but he's just not seasoned at all. Sir, don't you realize that women also get free drinks at the club? Don't you realize that women also get a whole lot of perks in life, period, that just men don't get? But you know something about us as men who actually have dealt in the realms of dealing with women long enough? We know that we just don't bitch about that shit. We just don't talk about it. We don't complain. We don't bitch about it. We just go about our business. And we know, like, that's women. You know what we do? We continue to level ourselves up to the best of our ability, right? To become the best man we possibly can, to get the best option we possibly can receive. That's generally how these things work. Not with all men, but I would say definitely in most cases. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and get to the last bit of this before we clock out.
and whenever I am talking with women, I feel like they've got way more options than I've got. You know what I mean? So a lot of them, you can tell they're talking to like 5 other guys at the same time. And like, I'm big on like energy and stuff, and like I can kind of tell when, you know, someone's chatting with me or talking with me or messaging with me and they're really into it, or they're just kind of, you know, like if it doesn't seem real, I unmatch. And what usually happens is I get on the apps for about a week.
Now, this is the thing about it. This is how you know a man that is so disconnected. How impossibly could you even figure out what's real with somebody on the app? You're looking at a picture. You don't even know if that's that actual person. Bro, you don't know if anything that is written or typed down is even them or even really what they truly want in life. The only way to truly get to know a person is you have to actually interact with that person. Text messages don't work trying to talk to somebody and get to know them. So let's take that into the dating app circumstance and situation. That shit don't work. It just doesn't work in that way. You have to be able to say to yourself, one second, this is about my father. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. It's my dad. I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. Shit.